Hey guys, welcome back to another Simone ASMR video. Focus on me, yay. Hey guys, okay, today we're gonna be doing a quick, a discussion about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Have you guys been watching the season? Okay, I have a few things that I just have to say that are kind of tangent, that are just kind of like observation, okay? Let me see if I can find me. There it is. Okay, first things first is, why are they forcing these ladies to record when it is freezing cold? Every cocktail hour that's outside in the freezing rain. Is it good for the visual effect? Yes, it is great. Is it? I feel so sorry for them. So sorry. Okay. Somebody was talking about how good Salt Lake City is and how it's different from other franchises. And I have to say, listen, I think what makes certain franchises great is because they have that basic premise of the housewife thing. I always say it. Women in Utah, in Salt Lake City, the who's in those places don't work. They don't have traditional jobs. They don't have real jobs. They're meant to stay at home, okay? And be stay-at-home wives and stay-at-home mothers. And then they do the whole, I'm gonna empower myself, boss girl thing. And they become these entrepreneur housewives, okay? It's very common in very hyper-religious societies. So even if the society is progressive and there are women who earn their own money and who make their own money, it's reserved for the uber rich, and it's the pastor's wife and the powerful family in the area is the one that's going to be able to have their women participate in those things, because really they're gonna start a baking company and selling baked goods to their other rich, the other wives of rich people and blah blah blah. Do you get what I mean? The essence of it has to be there, okay? And it's there. That's why it's so good there, because all of them are on this good mom, good wife thing that they're doing, right? And they're all in weird toxic relationships. Very normal to them, very strange to average people who marry people who are their same age and who marry people who are in their same earning bracket and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's very different, okay? And I love that. Okay, so far this episode, I am loving Angie. Angie is my favorite so far, which is so random. If you had asked me at the beginning of the episode, I wouldn't have said that, but it's Angie. I love Angie and Mary's friendship. It came out of nowhere. I love Mary's shade and iconic one-liners and her comedy. You know what I love about Mary? Mary gets it about being on the Housewives. She's a little bit real, but she gets it. She's listen, I'm gonna come here. I'm not gonna involve myself in the petty, silly stuff, because that's not me. I'm not that petty. I'm not that silly. If someone is petty with me, I'm gonna be mean to them. If something is going on, I am always going to be the funny one. And what I love about her humor, she's a true comedian in that she never laughs at her own jokes. It's what makes it perfect. Mary will say the stupidest thing and just not laugh. Like her calling minestrone soup pastrami soup. What? Funniest thing, you know? She just has a sense of humor about herself. She gets the comedic value she brings to the show, and the show has never tried to weaponize that comedy thing that she does against her. You know what? Mary gets treated how Kathy gets treated on Beverly Hills, which is nice. Go get it, Mary. Okay, so Mary's definitely big honcho. a back and forth did not make sense to me. In fact, I would have said personally, if it wasn't for the most recent episodes, I'd have said get rid of Meredith. What is she bringing to the show? Nothing. Guys, Meredith, you could watch paint dry. Something is going on with her, either health or her marriage or something. But she's one of those, and I'm getting to know this a little bit. Meredith is one of those good wives. She's gonna fight to fit in, to make it happen. She's an outsider trying to fit in, and you're never gonna see her sweat, which I appreciate. Meredith, you're never gonna see her sweat when she's clearly sweating. The horrible wig she wore for the breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't think Meredith was trying to be funny, but that was funny, okay, and so hilarious and so entertaining. Okay. And I want to say this, the whole bar mitzvah thing, I loved that. That's actually what brought her back into the fold. And one thing about Meredith that kind of makes me like a little bit is she can keep a grudge. When I tell you she was holding on to that grudge with Anne, she's holding on to her little grudges. The only person she's chosen to legitimately forgive is Lisa. And after Whitney said what she said in the most recent interview, where Whitney was like, yeah, when Bronwyn, who is a new addition, who I appreciate, when they said Bronwyn, when Bronwyn was talking about the infidelity, those guys both sided with the cheater because they want you to forgive him because they want to be forgiven because they're cheaters too. Whitney is messy. So messy, okay? And why did I feel like she clogged the tea a little bit? She did, though. I understood her theory, her hypothesis. Alright, okay, there's something that happened earlier in the season that I just threw away. The whole Whitney and Lisa and the jewelry and whatever. It feels so long ago now. Girl, ain't nobody care about your stupid jewelry line. Lisa and Meredith I don't even care about that whole story. I did care because Up and Adam was involved in that scene, and he's the one who supposedly confirmed it or whatever, or denied it or whatever. The girls on Salt Lake City need to chill out with the bloggers, okay? Chill out with the bloggers and the investigations and the lawyers. Lisa and having multiple lawyers. Okay. My favorite villain on the whole show is Lisa. I genuinely dislike her. But I love that I dislike her because I feel like it's for such genuine reasons. Do you know when someone is being painted as a villain, or acting as a villain, whereas someone is actually just a little bit villainous? That is Lisa. And what makes Lisa a villain is that she is an airhead. She is surface level. She is, you're important to me. I speak with you every day. Like, she is so fake, but that's her depth. Like, she's not fake, as in she's not inauthentic. She's shallow. She's shallow. So when she's giving you all, that's all she's got, even though it's nothing. She's such a horrible friend to Bronwyn this whole season because Bronwyn got along a little bit with Whitney, which, come on now, Chelsea, come on now, they're peers in age. And then secondly, Lisa wants you to kiss her ass. That's literally the premise of every fight she's in. She wants somebody to kiss her ass, but she doesn't want want to kiss anybody else's ass. And she's pot staring like an OG should. She's a pot starer. Her, Meredith, and Heather have been very great at pot staring this season, okay? It's just been impressive. Lisa does it the best. Because, again, there's no depth there. Heather, on the other hand, does it the worst. Like, her deciding to hate Bronwyn didn't make sense. It came out of nowhere. I think Bronwyn was unintentionally breaking the fourth wall a little bit in the beginning. And I think that the other girls were like, those are my friends though. I get to be mean to them as much as I like. I get to be nice to them as much as I like. Who are you though? So rah 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 rah. Then when Lisa and Bronwyn's friendship fell apart, Bronwyn fell apart because I'm sorry, the whole oversharing on the boat to try and gain a friendship with people who you had just thrown under the bus for Lisa in episode 2 before. Girl, but it worked. You know how to play the game. It worked because Angie is so sweet. She just took. And what's funny is what I love about it is Angie was kind of trying to fix her relationship with Lisa, right? And then that's not working. And so now Angie and Bronwyn are back in the same place where they're both not really clicking with Lisa. But then now they're getting to become real friends because Angie is a real person. Angie is so real. I love her. I think she has zero. Like, I think this season she came in saying no self-control. If you give it, you're gonna get it. That was Angie's personality this whole season. And when I tell you she's been going in, if you poke the bear, the bear comes on her with Angie the whole season. And I have loved it. I have loved it. Iconic one-liners, iconic pushback, iconic drama, no reverence for space or place or time. She's so sweet. She's a perfect housewife because I believe everything. I believe the hot-tempered sweet girl. I believe it. So that makes it perfect because it brings it like, I love it. Okay, and then the conversation between Mary and her son Robert Jr. Oh my God, I was so touched. I shed a tear. He was so honest, so honest. Her responses were perfect, perfect. I mean, I love getting to see Mary's heart because Mary was introduced as such a cold bee in the first few seasons. Getting to see her like this has just been amazing. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's a computer right next to my setup. But anyway. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about the spouses. Meredith and a man have issues. Real issues. Like, that man is cheating on her. Has a second wife and kids type of cheating on her or something because she's not okay. And he's happy-go-lucky and it doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense, guys. Mary and Robert Sr., we know the deal. Whitney and her man, that whole defending her honor thing was so weird. But they seem like the most normal relationship. Angie and her man seem to have a good relationship. Bronwyn and her man and Todd. I love Bronwyn, I really do, but it's giving Erica Jane at the beginning of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then whatever Lisa and her man are, like, besides cool people, besides a cool couple and cool people, I don't know the rest about their relationship, okay? And this is why the whole part where Lisa DNA tested her husband, like, this is what I think about Lisa's husband. Lisa's husband loves Lisa, but Lisa is shallow, so she doesn't get it because the way he's still upset till this day about her DNA testing him and then linking him up with his original parents. Girl, she tried it. And one other thing I wanted to say about Bronwyn is, girl, you need to learn how to take an apology and keep it moving. Otherwise, this is the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's not real life. Like, it's for a TV show. When someone tries to reconcile with you, you're just supposed to take it and move on. Did I say I loved Meredith's bar mitzvah outfit, the black dress that she was wearing during the confessionals when the bar mitzvah started? Love it. Okay, and then the broken telephone, the girls gossiping about Meredith with the crying and throwing up is so funny. And then Lisa crying at the end of that brand trip. I just, like, you guys, the show has been so good. I'm gonna talk about one last train that wreck on the show. Hold on, okay? I saved her for last because this. Oh my god. At first, I thought production was messing with her. I was like, ain't no way this girl's really like this. They're making her out to be something she's not. There's no way she's really like this. But then, she has had moments where she literally confessed. Like, you know, sometimes people edit things where someone says something and then the editors take something that, a visual from something that didn't happen and put it in. I can't explain it to you, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I thought they were doing that with Britney, where she'll say something and everybody would just ignore her. But it's real, because then at the last dinner, she's like, I don't feel supported in this friend group. I said something that was really important. Like, what I love about Britney is she's fighting so hard to have a moment to be on the show, to be able to earn money as a housewife on Salt Lake City. But, baby girl, you are coming across as desperate for screen time, desperate for friendship, and it seems like no one genuinely likes you. And Heather walking it back, Heather being like, it's so hard to bring a friend in and people don't really like her. The whole hypocritical, she's coming across as hypocritical, and the girls clocked it and they don't like her, and she's confused about the public image she wants to have. She wants to have a good public image, but she wants to be cool with the girls. And I think Britney's one of those people who has survived in this hypocritical world for so long. She doesn't even get what you guys are saying is wrong. Some people just live within their bad things. Like, it's like some people just say their moments and they drink alcohol and that's it. Okay, some people say they belong to one group of people, but they do all the things that are opposite to that group of people, what they should believe and do. Some people are bad moments, and in Britney's world, it's okay to be fake it. Like, there's a place and time for everything in Britney's world, but she's not. She's not coming out looking good, and I don't think she's a hoe. Shout out to high body count hair. I don't think so. I think she's actually pretty conservative in terms of like how many partners she has. I just think she is one of those old school. It's actually, she's one of the old school girls who, if she sleeps with you, she thinks that means the relationship should last forever. She doesn't get it that nobody's living that kind of life no more, girl. Okay, and she does put a man over her kids. Definitely does put a man over her kids. It's just, she's been fun to watch, but I don't know if she's gonna stick. I think they should give her a second season just so that we see if there's more to her or not, or if she gets the vibe eventually. But yeah, that's it for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. We're definitely gonna keep talking about this franchise